Group A as in the A1 position. Then we'll continue with Pot 1, taking Mexico, which will fill position B1 in Group B. Then the two remaining teams of Salvador and USA will go into C1 and D1. Then we'll move on to Pot 2, which will fill positions in position 2 in groups A, B, C, and D. El Salvador takes position 1 in Group B. We finished Pot 1. Let's move on to our second pot. Leslie, if you can please select one ball from Pot 2. Thank you, Leslie. Jamaica. This is Jamaica's 5th appearance and reached the quarterfinals in 2015. Jamaica now filled position 2 in Group A along with the Bahamas. Leslie, if you can select a second ball from Pot 2, please. Thank you. Guatemala. This is Guatemala's 4th participation, and they reached the quarterfinals in 2015. They now go into position 2 under Group B, along with Mexico. Leslie, let's please continue with the third ball from Pot 2. Thank you, Leslie. Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago, in its first appearance, reached the quarterfinals in 2015. This will be their second participation or championship. They will be going in the second position under Group C with the United States. Let's select the last ball from Pot 3, which will be Costa Rica. Costa Rica was the runner-up in 2009 and 2015 in our championship. Costa Rica now occupies position 2 in our Group D, along with El Salvador. We have completed the first 2 pots. We now move on to Pot 3. Gavin is going to help us draw the teams from there. Gavin, if you could please pull one ball from Pot 3. Thank you very much. Belize. Belize has competed once in our championship. They defeated Puerto Rico in their first time, and they will be competing for the second time in our championship. They now join the Bahamas and Jamaica in Group A. Gavin, if you can please select one more ball from Pot 3. Thank you. Canada. Canada is the runner-up from 2006, which led them to compete in the FIFA World Cup in 2007. They now join Mexico and Guatemala in Group B in the 3rd position. Gavin, if you can pick the second to last ball out of Pot 3. Thank you. Antigua and Barbuda. Antigua and Barbuda competed in 2015 and defeated Barbados in their first match. They now occupy position 3 in Group C with the United States and Trinidad and Tobago. Gavin, if you can select the last ball, which will be Panama from Pot 3. Panama's first appearance was in 2015. This will be their second time competing in our championship. Panama now takes position 3 in Group D, along with El Salvador and Costa Rica. Let's move on, ladies and gentlemen, to Pot 4, our last 4 teams to be drawn. Gavin, if you can please select one ball from Pot 4. Thank you very much. Guyana. This is Guyana's first official participation in our tournament. They now occupy position 4 in Group A, along with Bahamas, Jamaica, Belize, and Belize. We have concluded our Group A. Gavin, if you can please select a second ball from Pot 4. Thank you. Guadeloupe. This is Guadeloupe's second appearance. They debuted in 2015 in our last tournament. They complete Group B, taking position 4, along with Mexico, Guatemala, and Canada. Gavin, let's take that second to last ball from Pot 4, please. Thank you. U.S. Virgin Islands. This is the U.S. Virgin Islands' second participation in our championship, looking for the first win ever. They now take position 4 in Group C, joining the United States, Trinidad Tobago, and Antigua and Barbuda. Let's select our last team from Pot 4, which will be Turks and Caicos. Also looking for the first win in our championship. They will fill our groups, taking position 4, along with El Salvador, Costa Rica, and Panama. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've populated our groups